I should have tried to hook up my mic, give it another chance. Hello, hello, and welcome to the Live Lounge. Welcome to the Live Lounge, everyone. Let's talk about body count. Does body count really matter? Or you just rather not even know? Does body count matter? Or you just like, hey, keep that to yourself. Do you want to know the body count of someone that you're dealing with? You think it'll hurt your feelings? Do you think you're going to be shocked? What's your take on it? Do you really want to know the body count? Let's talk about it. Good morning, beautiful. Hey, Callie, baby. Let's talk about body count. Is it important to know someone's body count? Or y'all don't want to know? Are you like, I'm going to mind my business? I don't want to know the body count. I'm going to wait till a few more people get in here. Then we're going to get into this conversation. Because this is interesting. I just want to know how important it is for you to know someone's body count. Are you going to judge someone by their past? Because we were all young once now. Okay? Or do you judge their body count in their 40s or 30s or 50s? It all depends for you. Well, we're going to talk about it. I'm going to make sure a few more people get in here. Let's talk about the body count. Let's talk about the tally. Let's talk about it. Attracted physically. Okay. So I'm going to get some more people in here so we can talk about it. Make sure you guys are tapping the screen for me and sharing out this live. Let's talk about the body count. Does it matter to you? Hey, black boy. Hello. Y'all, let's talk about body count. Let's talk about it. So I'm going to wait for a few more minutes to get a few more people in here, okay? Black boy said, yes, it does. He said, yes, it do matter. Give me 1 second so I can get a few more people in here. Did I get... I think I did. Welcome in. I'm just waiting for a few more people to get in here, then we'll start our conversation. So give me a second. Make sure you guys are tapping that screen for me while I'm getting everybody in here, please. Thank you. So give me 1 second while I get everyone in here. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, welcome in. Got you. Thank you, Callie. Okay. Welcome in, everyone. We're going to talk about, does body count really matter? Can we really judge someone on their body count? Is that like, are we judging on their past? So we're going to have two separate conversations that kind of tie into each other because, as y'all know, I love turning that notch. Okay. So our first conversation is going to be, does matter?
Yeah, good morning.
Welcome, Solange.
How are you?
Good. How are
I'm
you?
doing good, thank you.
Solange,
Yes.
does body count matter to you?
Okay. So I had to come up because I have kind of a little story.
Okay.
So my baby's dad is a person who has a very high body count. He told me that before we had got like serious or whatever.
Hmm.
And I wasn't tripping over that. Like, obviously, that was okay. We ended up, being together and have a baby together and all that. But the first thing when because we tried to have a kid twice, and the first baby we lost. But during that first pregnancy, like, I don't know why, but maybe my pregnancy hormones made me hate him because he had a high body count, and we were about to have a girl, so I was just like totally like thinking like, how could you be a father and have this f-boy type of attitude you've had? Like, what are you gonna say to our daughter when her heart get broke and stuff? So that's just the mental thing I was going through when I was first pregnant and dealing with somebody who had a high body count. But like I said, it could have been pregnancy hormones, could be just because I'm crazy. But yeah, like all in all, I think that it really doesn't matter. But like if you want to think deep into it, like I guess it could kind of, you know, tell a person's character or whatever. I don't know.
I feel what you're saying. I personally don't know. Now, at this age, shoot, I don't think I want to know any age. Let me go. Who's next up? Come on off the mic. What do you think? Do you want to know the body count? Do you care? What if somebody asks you about your body count? You gonna tell them?
One thing about me, I'm a man. I'm going to always be honest about my body count. And I said in the chat, I got plenty of bodies, so it really don't matter. Like it's more of a maturity thing. Like from a male perspective, when I'm not finna say all men think like that. It's like the average man thinks like that. Like when he looks at a woman, like and she tells him how many bodies she done, acquired over time, and it's like they have it in their mind. Oh, she you know,
Mm-hmm.
like that's the average man, and like to be honest with you, like it's like I said, it's a maturity thing. Like if you try to pursue a relationship and you're not in your little 3 or 4 ways, like I'm not gonna lie to you, I was in my little 3 or 4 ways, like from the time I was 21 all the way till I was like 24.
Okay.
Like in college, I was just having fun. You know what I'm saying? But like now that I've matured and I said to myself, I want a family, and that's why I'm with my fiance. Like I'm not gonna speak on my fiance, but this woman I was dating back in 2019, I was 25 at the time. Like she told me how many bodies she had. I told her how many bodies I had. And at the same time, like it really didn't matter to us because like we were mature like that.
So, Blue, you said you can handle it. So, if someone you're interested in, and I know you have a fiance, so we're not talking about her. We're just talking about somebody else. So, if someone you're interested in said, "I got 60 bodies on me," what are you gonna say? Like, how you gonna feel about it?
Like to be honest with you, like I said, it's a maturity thing. Like if you trying to pursue something with me, and I'm not just something that's temporary, then I'll be cool with it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, and at least they was honest with you. Big nephew. Okay, you said we have an echo. Hold on one. We have a 1 second, big nephew. Solange, is it me echoing or everybody?
I think it was just me.
Oh, okay, okay. Big nephew, what do you feel about body count? Do you want to know? Are you honest about yours to your person?
Uh, I told you I'm brutally honest about everything. If you ask me a question, I'm gonna give you the right answer. But body count shouldn't matter. But as long as this ain't smash the bros, I ain't tripping. I mean, it's the past. I'm living in right now, so that stuff really don't matter.
Okay, and that's fair enough. So you said the body count doesn't matter as long as she ain't smashed the bros.
Right.
But what if in her body count was a bro from years ago though, but they ain't got nothing now with each other?
The way me and my family get down, we'll have to talk about it first. I have to ask a question and see if he got feelings or,
Yeah.
just it is what it is. If he got feelings or, trying to do something with her, I ain't gonna approach it or step, go no further than that.
Okay.
But you could miss out on a good thing, but it just it could work. But it's something in the back of your head when she smashed the bros. You be like, I don't know.
That's true too. Now, do you guys think there's a what's what I'm looking for? Is there like a double standard when it comes to a man and his body count and a woman when it comes to her body count? How do
Uh,
you feel about that?
I say, as long as she being a lady about it. My mama taught me it's a difference between a lady and a hoe. The
Right.
lady and the hoe can sleep with the same amount of people, but the lady, a motherfucker, I'm my bad for cussing. A person would never find out, but a 304, it's out there.
Good morning, welcome in, Solange. How do you feel about that double standard? Being a female.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely unfair, but sadly, it is what it is. I mean, I guess nowadays more men are being called out on being, HOEs themselves. But I feel like women, I don't know, have had that type of look to them. Like even historically too, and I'm not trying to go, back in the days, but like even historically, like all that stuff had to be done in private and those women were looked down on, and all in all, those women are hustling. They trying to, pay for their stay in this country or pay for whatever. They probably got families. Like it is what it is. But yeah, it's unfortunate the double standard. Like I said, that is there. But like I said, at these, more recent, like 2024 days, like a lot more men are being called out for being HOEs. So
And the thing is, I feel like men get high fived and you go. you know, when they can maneuver through 5, 6, 7, 8 different women. And they call that dating. But if a woman decides to date and she is going through 5, 6, 7 guys, oh, she a HOE, she a gold digger, she a SLUT, she ain't no good, she this, she that. But what is he if they're literally doing the same thing? They're dating, they're adults, and they're single. And okay, they could be sexually active with as many as they want to be, but women seem to be shunned, and men seem to be you a player. You a player from the Himalayas. Can anybody make that make sense to me? Can I have one of the guys tell me why does that make sense?
Well, to piggyback off of what Solange said, like I do agree that there is a double standard in place because um she's right. Like it's like men don't get judged for being 304s, but yet women do. But yet that's just how society is. Like that's the picture that society paints for everybody else. And to be is that are they right? Heck no. To be honest with you, like if you're gonna judge women for being 304s, men should be judged too. It's like we don't want to take accountability for what we did, but yet you expect women to take accountability for what they did in the past.
Thank you, Blue, so much for saying it. And especially coming from a man. Because y'all, I have an outside group that I conversate with, and it's just I feel like they, their male perspective just kind of just it's very different. Let me just say different, because I don't want to say anybody's opinion is wrong, because everybody got their own opinion. But it's just, I don't know. I feel like men and women, of course, we are all held to different standards, but it's like when that whole body count situation starts coming to play, it's like, men can just get held up high when they got, if they get a lot of women, that mean they got it like that. That means that's something the women want. But I feel like it's the same thing. If a woman got a good, a high body count, there's something they wrong. We can always say men love, but it's just a double standard way that gets me confused. I don't know if anybody else be confused, but I know I be confused. Big nephew, what you got to say? Good morning, Marmar.
It's a double standard, but it's to each his own. That's when we was younger. When you get older, you got to understand, like, you'll barely find anybody without kids this day and age. So you know they got a body count, so why even ask? It's on me, it's the connection. It ain't about a body count. I don't even ask about that.
Now, have you been asked before, nephew?
Yeah, all the time.
So if you do tell them the number, are they taken back? Are they like, wait a minute, like how does that conversation flow for you?
They mainly make me explain or be like, wow, that number. But then I'll be like, at least I'm telling the truth.
Mm.
And I got papers.
Mm. The papers is important, y'all. The papers is important.
Oh yeah,
Mama,
that's a must.
that's a must. Mama said he just throw out a number. Now, Mama, you have to keep up with that number when they ask you again now, because you know how women do. We gonna ask you the same question, but in a different way. Salon said it's high without saying it's high. Nephew. Nephew, was you a player from the Himalayas?
Uh, no, I gotta think about it. Nah, I got accused of sleeping with a lot of people I never slept with.
Oh, okay. Now, and that's a whole nother topic right there, y'all. Woo! But you're right.
I ain't no player though. I ain't never really approached a female or nothing like that ever. I don't even know what game is.
So basically, you saying females kind of initiate, you know, the sex for you?
No, I initiate that. I love that. I'm just saying I ain't never try to holler at a girl or nothing like that. Try to throw no game. I'm direct and honest. I like you. What's up?
Okay. Okay. That's cool right there. So when we talk about body count, okay, sometimes when you do your body count, kids. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my story. Initially, my husband was looking for a woman with no kids. Okay, but he soon found out around his age range was in his 30s. He really couldn't find a woman without kids. So he ended up just kind of crossing that off his list or whatever. Do men feel that same way? Like after a certain age, I'm just not gonna find anybody with kids.
I think so. Most definitely. I think that the men feel that way, like especially now. No,
Blue?
I don't think you have a large body either, big nephew. I'm sure you think it maybe body count, but I don't think you have either one.
Blue?
Well, you said, oh, what was the question though?
So at a certain age, do you feel like now you're not really gonna find a woman without kids?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
Like, my fiance had kids before I even got with her, and you see, when you get to a certain age, you see, when I was younger, I told myself I wasn't gonna date a woman with kids because, like, I didn't want no baby daddy drama and all this other stuff. But as I got older, I had to accept the fact that when you date a woman with kids, that's a package deal. And you see, I met my fiance in January of 2023, and I knew she had kids, so I said, okay, she got 3 kids. Okay, so I decided, like, am I gonna date this woman or am I not? But in my mind, I had to think about this: when you dating a woman, you dating their kids too. So then when we moved together, like, I bonded with both of their children. I know her oldest son was a little harder to get along with, but we do get along pretty good now. And now I said to myself, I'm these kids' father now.
That's awesome.
That's what's up right there.
I mean, their real father's really not in their life, so I'm feeling that void, and I don't mind feeling that void because I've always wanted a family.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Do you guys plan on having a child together in the future?
Well, you see, I have a child too, but me and him really don't, we don't talk anymore.
I'm sorry about that.
I don't know why, but me and him just don't talk anymore.
If it's okay, can we know his age? If that's okay.
He's 20. He's about to be 22. In about a few months.
Do you care to talk about it? I mean, that's what we're here for if you want to talk about it.
Um,
It's
see,
up to you. I don't want
I
to
took
pressure
him.
you.
You see, I took him in when he was like 17. You see, that's my adopted son, but I consider him my real son.
Okay.
Like, I took him in when he was 17, and it's like me and him kind of had a rocky start because like his father was also absent from his life, and his mother was dealing with some other things. Um, he graduated from high school. Like he was actually in the band. You see, I'm a band teacher by the way too. Um, me and him got along for the most part, and like we will argue from time to time. Like whenever I say something that he didn't like, or he didn't like following my rules, but at the same time, like you got to understand rules and boundaries, son. And when he graduated from high school, he did 1 year in college. Then he went to the army. Graduated from there. He was there for a couple years. He would send me postcards every now and then, and eventually the letters stopped coming. I tried to call him. He don't call. Text him. He don't text back. Like then I found out he got a job selling cars, like in a town nearby. So in 2023, like when I got off of work, I said I'm finna go see him.
Right.
Then when I went to go see him, we hugged, we talked. He got him a girlfriend, like they were about to get married or something. Then conversation was like about 5 minutes, and I said I think it's best if I go. Like until then, like last time I heard from him was when he wished me happy birthday, and that was about a month ago. But I just wish our relationship was back how it was.
Now, do you think life may have just gotten to him?
Probably.
Does he still work at the car dealership that you know of?
He does. And he also when do the calls. Like he's still active military.
Okay. You you think about going up there, maybe seeing him and seeing, say, hey, I haven't heard from you. Maybe I can have a conversation. Maybe go to lunch or his lunch break or something.
I tried to do that, but he said it wouldn't be a good time.
Hmm. Well, I'm sorry, Blue. Big nephew says my daughter does me so bogus. Trust me, I feel you. Oh, that's a good idea. DoorDash some food with a nice letter or have lunch.
I might just do that.
That's a good idea right there. Callie, baby, thank you for coming through. But I do hope you guys fix your relationship because I can tell in your voice um that that it does bother you, that you do miss him, that you do love him. Um he can't decline the DoorDash. He cannot. That's true. He can't decline it. Solange, would you like to come off mic and offer some advice?
Just give me a second. It looks like somebody's trying to come up. Let me check.
Okay.
Someone named Chucks. He has 1.1 followers. He's good.
We can try. If not, drop him.
Okay. We'll let you up, Chucks.
We'll see.
Okay.
Oh, okay. We'll
So,
see.
so
Um,
you're gonna drop me just like that?
Yes, we got to
but
make
you
sure.
have to be careful driving because you might get
Oh, got you. I can just pull over any second.
Yeah, you gotta pull over or put it on a green screen.
Yeah, because they'll put you in TTJ.
Okay, I'm gonna stay off, then I'll come back later when I got pulled over.
Okay,
Okay.
sounds good. Mm, all right, there we go. But yeah, I just think. Wait, what was the question again?
Well, right now we were talking about Big Nephew. I'm not Big Nephew. Sorry, Blue. Sorry, and him not having a relationship with his adopted son. Just talking him through it.
Yeah, like it's super difficult, especially when youth are older because they have their own mindset and they're already, trying to paint their picture of who, the type of person you are. But definitely, don't give up because just, having somebody that's still there for them, regardless of how, the energy they give in you, like he'll eventually, appreciate that and recognize that. And that's just a part of personal growth for him as a young man. So, um, definitely don't give up, I would say. Like, don't be super pushy though, but definitely don't give up.
Absolutely. Big Nephew, you said you were having a similar situation with your daughter.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Ex-wife, my daughter was 5. I mean, to me, I created a monster because we was going through the same type of things with our parent. I mean, with the father. He disappeared, went to LA and did other stuff. But I fell in love with her. I was cool. But once it got older, our relationship strayed. She disrespectful. She don't talk to me. She don't even say hi to me no more. But I was the one that raised her. Her mom, she couldn't handle. I mean, she was at work most of the time anyway, though. And I basically raised all the kids. I got 3 boys biologically, and she's my daughter. I don't use the biological half daughter and them type of words, the prefixes. But I loved her. I genuinely loved her. I raised her the best way I knew how. You know what I'm saying? And then I had to walk on eggshells because I had to worry about her dad family because her dad family was Southern life. But once she got older, she don't talk to me. She totally like just barred me. Like her senior day for basketball, she wrote a nice little thing about her mom, and she act like I ain't did nothing. And I'm the one that sat there, did her homework, did her hair.
Big Nephew,
That
we
was my
lost.
best friend at one point in time, but now. Can you hear me now?
Yes, really good.
Yeah, that was my best friend at one point in time. Then I guess I don't know. As me and her mom relationship got rocky, she her mom was mad that she was my best friend, so she turned our relationship straight, and we ain't never got it back. She, like I ain't even there. We could be in the same room, and I ain't there to her. I could have a grandbaby, and she still won't say nothing to me, not hi, bye, nothing. But I
Um,
sacrificed my whole life for this girl.
do you think family members may have been in her ear? Where was this turning point when like her as a teenager? I mean, did 13 happen and it just flipped?
Uh, I say a year before the divorce. I know the family had something to do with it. It was mostly her mom, but her dad's side, even the conflicts of my side of the family. But we still treat all of them treat her like she ours. She looked just like my mom. She hate for me to say that.
Do you think the relationship can be repaired? I mean, I know you say she won't even look at you, but there's gonna be a day to come where y'all gonna have to talk one way or the other.
I mean, I throw the olive branch first. I always try to be the bigger man or try to be the first one to take the steps forward, but I'm tired of getting smacked in the face.
Yeah.
I only could do so much. I only could invite you to so many things, you not show up, or you create an argument with me so you won't show up.
Mm.
And basically, the only thing we got in common is the grandbaby. And she could have the grandbaby in her hands and she still won't say hi to me. I'll say what's up because I'm old school. If you walk in any room, you got to say hi to everybody.
So she walks in the room and won't even speak to you?
Nope.
Mm.
Like, I'm to the point of I'm not tolerating no disrespect from me.
Do you have a relationship with your grandbaby at least?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, she could be holding him. I'll grab her out of her hands and everything. She'll let me get her. But me and her talking to hi bye, it's none of that. It
Whew.
was like if I grabbed the baby, it was like a gas for air picked up the baby and took her away.
I'm sorry to hear that, nephew. I'm so
What's up,
sorry.
yo?
Hey.
What's going on?
But
Hold on one
I just
second.
had to the grandbaby. As long as I don't get disrespected and I get to see my grandbaby, I'm cool. Cause the kid don't got nothing to do with nothing that me and her got going on. I
Okay.
really don't think I did anything wrong other than being a first time parent. I mean, I treated her. Only thing I could say is I treated her like a boy because I didn't know how to treat her.
Mm.
I raised her up to be a boy. I didn't know how to raise a girl,
What
but I did the best I could.
I feel that, big nephew, because
I spent
my
$600 on Barbies, and she never played with them.
but because you treat her like a boy.
I did the girl thing, like bar wrestling and everything. She was already somewhat of a tomboy, but
Okay.
I did the Barrettes, the Barbies, and all that. Is whatever I did, it was like nothing. Like she tell my boys, I ain't never paid a bill. I ain't never took care of them. I ain't never did anything.
And that's what your ex-wife was telling them.
Now that's what my daughter telling my three
Oh,
boys.
well, that's not true because you was paying bills and stuff, right? I mean, yeah, you
Yeah,
was paying bills and stuff.
I was working too. When she was working, because I was on the run for 8.5 years and didn't know it. But once I got my stuff together, I was working. I always had two jobs, and like I said, I spent 600 on Barbies. And then as she got older during Christmas time, I didn't know what she wanted or how to dress or.
Got you.
And then I'm really the stepdad, but like I said, I don't use them prefixes. But she got another side of her family, so I was just like, I'm gonna take you to the store, give you this money, and we're just gonna walk around the store and you get what you want. So I never would be a deadbeat, and I just don't know. But I try.
You try. That's
But I
all you
get
can
tired
do.
of getting smacked in the face, and sometimes I just be wanting to give up.
Thank you, big nephew. So I want to touch on a little bit before I get to. I got to figure out another name for you, Coochie Boy. But I'm gonna give you in 1 second. I know y'all heard me talk about a little bit about my dad and how my dad had 6 girls and he treated us all like his boys. Um, like I'm real good with my hands in carpentry. I could change a tire. I could put a roof up. I know how to put a ceiling up. Know how to lay floors and things like that. And also I want to touch on something else Big Nephew said about I know you don't use the prefix stepfather, but this is something that my husband brought up because I do have two kids prior to being married, and y'all know my two kids have two different dads. So the thing is, my husband feels like, he has done so much for the kids because he's been in my kids' lives for half of their lives. So it's over ten years that my husband has been in our kids' lives. And he's always worried about what if they choose the dad over him when he feel like he's done so much. So that to me, coming in, and I understand what Big Nephew's saying, coming in as a step parent is very difficult. Coming into a woman who already have kids is hard. You love those kids, but then those kids go love, and there's nothing wrong with this now. They love that biological dad, and you have taken care of, and financially took care of those kids. It's like you want love too. Not that you feel like you're spending money because you're trying to buy their love, but I feel like step parents have earned that love. I feel like my husband has earned his love of my kids, but it's always going to be in the back of his head where that biological dad is going to be first and I will always be second. So that's something that we have discussed too. So, Coochie Boy, you still with me? Who birthday is it? Hold on. Who birthday?
I'm here.
Birthday. Oh, come on, Coochie Boy. What's going on? Tell us about you and your babies.
Well, I kind of did some fucked up things. Sorry for my language, but I ain't grew up with my dad, so I had to learn how to be a man by myself. So most of my decisions was like not what my baby mama used to, see based on her upbringing and stuff. So right now I'm trying to fight to get my family back, slowly but surely.
So, what have you been doing to get your family back? What changes for you are making within yourself or for yourself?
Learning how to understand her feelings, learn how to learn how to communicate while she and her, you know, her moments. You know what I mean? And I said a bunch of stuff that I know I can't take back, but I'm trying to move on from that.
Okay, how many kids do y'all have together?
Two,
Two boy, girl, two girls, two boys,
two girls.
two girls.
Yeah,
You got two girls.
yeah. That's the voice you're hearing right now.
You there with you now?
Yeah.
Good. So, does she want to come back with you, together as a family?
Yeah, but it's more on me because like my communication skill. Hey, relax. My communication skills. Hold on, let me go walk outside. I'm gonna stay in the room.
A good time.
They ain't gonna stop making noise until I walk out. Yeah. Yeah. So basically, so when me and her first met, like she was using terms like not compatible. I see things
Oh,
like
there you go.
you know. So I'm more like a modern guy, like old mindset. You know, can't talk to me certain way. Like you can't do certain things that I don't. If I can't do it to you, don't do it to me. I don't deal with disrespect. Not that she disrespect me, but she have like a don't give a f attitude, and it's like I'm more like a teddy bear in a way. So every small things that she'll say, kind of like get under my skin, and it's like me not knowing how to like talk my feelings, and like kind of like communicate type way. I just like it create an argument,
Mm.
and yeah. So I don't honestly don't know how we got the two kids, but I can't complain. But with two kids, it's been 6 years.
Okay. Cushy boy, I bought DJ Superman up. DJ Superman, can I get you to come off mic for a second? And I'm gonna mute you for 1 second, Cushy boy.
Go ahead. Go ahead, sis. Go ahead.
DJ Superman. I had hold on. Am I echoing?
I don't hear you echoing.
Yeah, you're.
I hear everybody.
Or is it me again?
How about now? I'm still echoing. I can hear it.
Or is it me that's echoing, causing the echo? I don't know.
Let me mute you for a second, Superman, and see.
Yep.
Okay. Am I better?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this question is for Superman, and I also brought Mr. Radio up because Mr. Radio and DJ Superman, they are my older gentlemen. And I do think it's always important when I have my older gentleman around that I love for him to talk to my younger gentleman, which is like Big Nephew, Coochie Boy, and Blue. I think it's important to me that older men talk to our younger men. And I know that Mr. Radio has been listening. I've seen DJ Superman been listening. And especially for Coochie Boy, Big Nephew, I'm old too. We all know he's young and he has 2 kids. And I just want you guys to come on mic and offer these gentlemen. And then after Mr. Radio and DJ Superman speak, I want Solange to come because Solange has her advice is always top notch. Okay. So I'm going to start with DJ Superman. And once DJ Superman, we'll go to Mr. Radio and Solange. And then we'll come back to the guys. DJ Superman, I'm going to let you come on first. And I'm a mute.
All right, y'all. Can y'all hear me? Is there an echo? Okay, cool. First off, kudos to you guys for even putting the effort in to support your families the way and your children the way you do. I can speak on behalf of being a stepfather and stepping into that role. What I do is I explain to them, I'm not here to replace your father. I'm not your father. I expect you to love your father. I'm here to support you with whatever you do because I support your mother. So if I support your mother, I support you. You can come to me with anything you need to come to me with, and I'll back you up 100%. But the one thing we're not going to do is tolerate disrespect one way or the other. We're not going to tolerate disrespect, especially if we're married or if we're a couple and I'm with your mom. You're not going to cross your mom. You're not going to talk to her any kind of way. It's not happening. But as far as, handling disagreements, my dad gave me the best advice ever when I got married. He said, boy, pick and choose your battles, because you're not going to win every battle that you come across. It's okay to sometimes back away and be like, you know what? This is not even worth the argument. It's not even worth the waste. It's not worth the wasting of breath for this conversation to happen. If we can't go from here and go positive, I need to keep my mouth closed and make sure that I do my part to keep it positive. Because as a leader of my house, I have to keep everything positive. I have to bear and brunt weight on my shoulders that you might not think I can handle, but I'm handling it and I can show you better than I can tell you. But always stay positive in that corner, because, there's always going to be people that's going to come at you sideways. But their thing is going to be how you respond to when they come to you sideways. Your response is critical, especially if you're a leader of your household and you're trying to gain kids' trust. How you respond is critical, because Children are forever learning. They're an ever evolving thing, and they copy what they see or they copy what they hear. So we as fathers especially got to set a good example for what we want our children to be as role models. Going forward, if I show them the way, they're going to be more in tune to follow that way because, hey, I watch him do it and he got a good result. So if I can do it, I can get a good result. So it's all passed down, it's all passed down to your children for what we do. You're forever being watched, even if it's by somebody outside of your house or inside of your house. You're forever being watched. As a leader, you're always going to be watched. So you just gotta. Everything is based on what you do and decisions you make. And if you make a bad decision, learn from it, correct it, and move forward. So that way, when you come back to that situation again, your thought process is completely different because you already seen what happens when I go down the wrong path. So let's choose the right path and we should get a whole different outcome. Because sometimes the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results when it's simply changing the equation to get a different result.
DJ, did you see? He said, "I didn't know how to be a leader. I lack leadership."
Say that again. Say that again.
Okay. One second. Okay. He said, "I didn't know how to be a leader. I lacked leadership." That's some honesty right there. That I respect.
Oh, I understand. Sometimes, like you said, but here's the thing you learned, Coochie Boy. Here's what you learned. You learned that your actions, in a sense, you are leading without you even knowing you're leading. Because your decision, you already found out the one decision that you made didn't work out so good. So now we understand when we come back to that situation, I can attack it differently and things will be much smoother. That's always a way to learn. So that's being a leader does also entail that you learn and listen and understand, because without listening, you can't grow, because you got to understand both sides of the coin. So in essence, Coochie, you still leading without you knowing you leading. You just flip the script on bad experiences, and when they come back your way, you can flip it another way and you go another way.
Thank you, DJ. I'm gonna let Mr. Radio come off mic. Mr. Radio, you got the
Yo,
mic.
all right, not a problem at all. I appreciate all the gifts and the love and support that everybody's giving. Hopefully, I'm coming through clear enough. I'm not. I've been married for over 20 years, and I have two kids. And what DJ Superman said is point and fact. But the only thing that I say is this too. Sometimes, especially with me, my kids never really saw the bad stuff. The only thing they see me doing is actually, taking care of a problem or taking care of a solution. Don't be scared to share your mistakes with your children. It's a learning tool. And then also that allows them to see that, okay, my father is human too. And my dad can actually make mistakes, but it's okay because he actually goes back and fixes his mistakes. Teach them accountability. Make them stand up for if they did something wrong. Hey, I did it wrong. At least, have them to have enough courage to say that I messed up. And then when they see that you're willing to admit that you've made a mistake by using stories, analogies, or whatever the case might be, that'll keep an open dialogue with those children to be able to come back and talk to you about anything that actually comes across, whether it be something that they're dealing with in school, whether it's colorism, racism, anything like that, religion, just any question that they want to ask is going to keep it a little bit more open for you to be able to communicate with them. So just use whatever you have as a learning tool as far as just, sharing your mistakes. And, you let them know you're going to make mistakes. You're not perfect. So it's cool to do that. And then now when you have girls in the picture, I'm definitely a girl dad all day long. I don't see any reason why girls should not have the same information as the boys, as far as when it comes to changing a tire, when it comes to doing anything a man can do that woman should be able to do. There's no question about it. You might have to do it a little bit differently because physically, women are different from men, just as far as in overall terms of strength, but otherwise, you know just think smarter. Don't come at it the physical way that a man would come at it. Think smarter. It's as easy as that. But when you have girls, give them all the information that you can, and then make sure that they understand that not every man is going to treat them the same way that I treat you. You know, uh, you can have some girls that are real good girls and stuff like that. They come from a house where they have some brother, a brother and a dad, or some uncles and a dad and stuff like that, and they have real strong, male role models, and they'll still go out there and fall for the dummy or the bad boy or whatever the case might be. So just let them know, give them all the game that they can, because I mean that's what I'm doing with my daughter. If anything, I mean, I know they say, well, the woman ain't supposed to know, what the man does and this, that, and the other. The women actually wrote the game on the situation. So, really and truly, that's where the game comes from, is the women. So I told my son what my grandfather told me. Sometimes, if you get into a rough situation and you don't know what to do about it, ask a woman, not some little girl, not some hood rat, anything like that. Ask a real woman, and she will tell you how to get yourself out of a bad situation. So just it's just the small things that you do. You might think that something that you're doing around the house is insignificant, it's small, and DJ Superman was dead on point with it. Kids watch every single solitary thing you do, no matter how small it might be. So don't think that the small things that you do around the house doesn't make any difference. That much of a difference in their lives, and it does. It's the small things that's going to carry on with them that they're going to use later on down the line, and they might even realize that they're going to use it. That's just the way that works. um, my mom would always tell me when I was younger, you got to get up and watch the news. You got to watch the news. You got to know what's going on around you. Watch the news. I'm just like, what the hell I want to watch the news for? I'm trying to see what's something else good coming on TV. What I'm gonna watch the news for? As I got older, the next thing you know, I'm watching the news. I'm not watching the news necessarily for the major headlines, but if you are living in a local area, tell your children this, boys and girls, know your environment, study your environment. You got to know what's going on locally. It doesn't matter what happened on the national scene. You got to know what's going on around you, immediately and around you. And then, I mean, that's the only real advice that I can give you. Treat those kids as people, and then just let them know that it's okay to make a mistake, but just make sure that you learn from that mistake. It's as simple as that. And I'll go on mute.
Thank you, Mr. Radio. Solange.
Yes.
Solange.
Hi.
Solange. Girl,
Yes.
was our ears blessed today or what?
Most definitely. And my heart just it goes out to these, just everybody, like our whole humankind. Like we just come from these cycles of, just trauma and, non-education and, no emotional intelligence and just so much just going on. And it just it's very heartbreaking, but it is super uplifting to hear like where people are now and to see platforms like this and to hear about a person's growth. So
Listen,
that's just definitely a blessing for me to hear for sure, especially from and I appreciate all the men on this panel this morning too. This is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, so um, yeah, let's praise God for our men.
y'all bless me every time I come on this live. Coochie boy, you another newbie for me. Blue has been with me, Mr. Radio, DJ Superman's Lounge. Y'all bless me. And this is why, I'm blessed to do this. It is, as Solange said, it is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Y'all bless me. Of course, Solange, you bring Big Nephew up. Of course, Big Nephew, come on up. Y'all bless me all the time. Y'all make me have a better understanding of my husband. And things that he may not discuss with me because I'm his wife, and he may feel comfortable discussing it with his friends or maybe nobody at all. But I'm thankful for everybody, all the men that get on this panel. Every day y'all make me understand something new. And I love too how y'all pour into the younger guys. Thank you for addressing Coochie Boy and Blue and Big Nephew. DJ Superman and Mr. Radio, I'm telling y'all need to come together. Y'all too need to come together and create a panel. There are young men always looking up to older men, but there's no way to find them. There's no way to find older men that they can come to and say, like Coochie Boy did, which it takes a lot for a man, period, to say, this is what's going on in my situation. This is what I want to do better. It takes, do y'all know what it takes for a man to say that, period?
It takes a lot. It really does. It does take a lot. And hopefully I didn't cut you off, and if I did, my apologies. Uh, but it does take a lot, and the only reason why I say that is because what we have the problem of doing is we internalize everything because of what we were trained to, especially men of my generation. We were trained to keep all your emotions in. Don't sit up there and tell anybody about anything, because if you tell somebody that, or either if you appear weak to your woman, then you're weak, and then this, that, and the other. So you internalize it. You don't share it with anybody. You fight the battle on your own. You talk about it. You don't talk about it to anybody, and then you are also taught not to reveal anything, because if you do, they're going to use that against you as a weakness. So you have all of these contributing factors to where men don't want to reveal anything, you know, and is absolutely crazy. So I'm glad to see that it's starting to open up a little bit more for people, not just men and women, for everybody to be able to say, hey, I'm having a rough go of it. I don't know how to deal with it and stuff like that, because I find myself in situations to where I don't know who I can talk to about situations, because my situation is completely unique from just about everybody else. Because currently, and the reason why I say that is this: my wife had a massive stroke. I think, Tony, I told you this before. My wife had a massive stroke about 6 years back, and I had to stop everything that I was doing. So now I'm full time dad. I'm full time caretaker. So not only do I have a 21-year-old that I'm trying to get back into college, and then I got a 16-year-old daughter that I'm trying to raise. I'm 24/7, taking care of my wife. Most men in my position that have a spouse that has gotten sick, and if there are some men like this on TikTok, I'd love to have a talk with you and have a panel with you just to see what you go through and how do you deal with stuff. I I wouldn't know who to talk to about that. Most men that get a spouse that's ill or sick, they gone. They don't stick around because they can't deal with that.
I feel you on that, brother, because I'm in a situation now with my wife to where I'm not so much taking care of my wife, but taking care of her mother. And she lives with us full time. So there's certain things I can do everything except, a couple of the female things that I'll be like, okay, I'll let y'all deal with that. But as for the most part, it's dealing with changes and everything else. Because, like you were saying, radio, me and my wife has been married 4 years. My mom has been living with us for 3. So we really haven't had a lot of us time per se. But it's all, like you said, it's all on perspective and what you do. Sometimes it gets frustrating. Sometimes you just got to go into a corner and be like, let it go. But as far as like radio was saying, you got to find a way to let it go. And because there's frustrations that you build. And as a guy, and I can tell you this from personal experience, when you hold stuff in, eventually you're gonna explode whether you want to or not. The key is what you choose to release it on and how you choose to release it. For example, there was a time when I was in the military and I came home and I told my mom, I am completely stressed out. I don't have an out. I don't have anyone to talk to. I don't know what to do. I need a punching bag. I need something. I'm just totally frustrated. She grabbed a Maddox axe and put it in my hands and said, follow me. She said, I've been trying to get rid of this tree stump forever. Take this axe and chop on this tree stump until you get tired or until the tree stump goes away, until you done with the tree stump. When I tell you I had that tree stump gone in 20 minutes, my mom looked at me and said, you have a problem. We need to get you some help. Because there's no way you're supposed to tear that tree stump down in 20 minutes. So when I tell you releasing stuff is critical, because it can cause other things to happen internally with your blood pressure, heart conditions, stress levels, all that stuff comes into play, and it's critical to your health. So as I've gotten older, I've gotten better at, I need to just let go and, do what I do to let it go. But it's critical.
Thank you, DJ, for sharing. Thank you, Radio, for sharing. Radio, you want to come off mic? Come on.
No, I didn't know if I was echoing. My apologies if I am. I don't know. I might have to go in my office. But the only thing is, for me, it's I don't think that most guys know the pain. Uh, like I said, married for over 20 years, and then all of a sudden, your partner, your wife, the woman that you love, your ace, the person that you can act, I've been blessed enough to say that I had a woman that I could share my issues with, that I could communicate with. I didn't have any issues. But to see that person go through the daily things that they have to go through, and then to see the actual changes that have happened, not like she asked for the changes to happen, but to see those changes happen, and then you go from, fully active, loving relationship and all of that stuff to just a dead stop. And it is crushing. And that's one of the things that I had to face. Not only had the first 4 years of it, 3.5, 4 years of it, not only did I have to, suffer with her not being there, I had to fight to try to get her out of a nursing home. So, once we got her out of the nursing home and got her back home, to actually see all of the stuff that you got to do. And then, I'm constantly there. So, and then, they don't tell you about the other battles you got to face: Medicare, Medicaid, how to get these people in here. You got people coming by to see, just to see her all the time and see if she's doing this and doing that, grabbing medication. And when I say I do it all, I do it all. from cook, clean, making sure that the kids get what they need, where they have to be, and all of that stuff. And then that's a lot. So I have to actually thank TikTok for that. Luckily, I already had the small, kind of home studio set up in my office, and playing music. I'm a musician too, so actually practicing and playing music actually helps a lot. But TikTok really helped because it gave me another outlet to kind of get, some other things out and to actually have access to something. So use whatever you got around you to better your situation. That's the only thing. So, but like I said, if any men or anybody that's listening to it is going through somewhat of a caretaker situation, and then you're doing everything that you need to do, and you need to talk or something like that, I might not have all the answers, but I'm damn sure willing to listen.
Thank y'all. Did every day I get up here. I know I keep repeating myself, but y'all just don't understand how much y'all really means to me, that y'all get on this panel, that y'all talk about your own personal experiences. Y'all literally sharing this with not only me, but people who follow me, people who are under the sound of our voices. I, I can't thank y'all. Big nephew, you back.
What's up? I missed it. I was talking to my union rep.
No, you good. You good. I just want to make sure that you were able to take in everything that DJ Superman and Mr. Radio will, give you the gems that they gave you.
Oh yeah, I got most of it. I just missed the end. Yeah, they just mine a little different, but it did throw some stuff that I needed to hear though.
Good. Blue, are you still with me? I think Blue was on a phone call.
You said what now?
I was like, you still with me?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, so DJ Superman, Mr. Radio gave you some gems. How are you feeling? I mean, I know that, like you said, y'all situation was a little bit different, but did they touch on things that you can use, maybe to see what's going on with your relationship with your adopted son?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like especially DJ Superman. Like man, most of your advice sound like a lot of poetry, man, and I really do appreciate that, man. It's I think I should, kind of give him space a little bit, and probably one day, like, to be honest with you, I'm not ready to face him just yet. But when I am, like, I'll probably bring some lunch to his job, and then maybe we could, have a sit down and talk, like not just small talk, like more so on our relationship. Cause like, I'm be honest with you, I miss my boy.
Hmm.
And my echo,
Go ahead, you good.
um, but that story that you told about, taking a whole tree stump out with an axe, like that's kind of something that I want to do. Cause like lately I've been kind of stressed out. Like I've been out of work for months. Like you see, I'm a teacher, and my new contract doesn't start until like August. Like that's when I really start getting paid. Like I'm barely, getting by. You know what I'm saying? And my fiance been having to, take up most of the slack, and I'm starting to see now that it's starting to take a toll on her, and I can't do anything about it. And I've been trying and trying and trying, and it's been stressing me out like so much. And that's kind of what I want to do. Like I don't have nobody to talk to. Like I tried talking to my mother. Like it's like she trying to understand and she trying to help me out as much as she can. And like I don't want to ask her for anything because like she's mostly picking up the slack within the household, and I'm trying to make things work. But I'm starting to see now that it's starting to wear on her.
Y'all guys, as a couple, y'all need to sit down as a couple and have a conversation, because as a couple, for y'all to grow, and especially for her to carry a lot of weight, you still need to have a conversation with her to understand where she's at. It's part of growing your relationship. Tough times, if you work it correctly, tough times will do nothing but make you stronger as a couple, because you went through the struggle together and battled the struggle together. So it's all on how you respond to your mate on where you go with your relationship. Be in the struggle with her. Don't be absent from the struggle. Be in the struggle with her. Help her be a part of your struggle. Because if you help her, if she helps you be a part of the struggle, you're going to help her be a part of the struggle, and y'all going to grow together to get through the struggle. And then you get to the end of the tunnel and you like, you know what? We made it to the end of the tunnel with each other because we stuck by each other to make it through the tunnel. It's very critical. Don't give up hope, brother. Stay strong, figure out a way to work out your stress, but be present in your relationship. Let her know that you're doing everything you can in this struggle to get to the end of the struggle. Just be patient with me until the end of the struggle. We'll get through this together.
I appreciate that.
DJ Superman. DJ Superman. You, you, woo! You just dropped the mic. You just dropped the mic. Whew. I'm sorry. Let me get myself together. Woo! Okay. Blue, definitely find some way to get that out of you. You don't, I tell anybody, I'm glad you're talking. Thank you for talking to us, because I tell everybody, do not let your chest bust open. I don't care if you got to go outside and talk to a goddamn tree. Okay? I be talking to myself all the time, because my thing is just talk. Get it out. What I appreciate is, Blue, now you got access to DJ Superman, Big Nephew, Mr. Radio, Solange, me, and anybody else under my voice, because this is the community that I have been trying to build from the ground up, a support system. Not just a woman support system, not just a men, but I feel like we as men and women can support each other. We can support each other. And I know, Blue, this is why I asked like DJ Superman, Mr. Radio, Big Nephew. I need men to talk to each other, because like DJ Superman and Mr. Radio said, men tend to hold things in. You know, men don't trust. And that's okay, because women get mad, and not all of us, some of us will throw it back in your face. And if somebody told you something in confidence, they don't want you to throw that back in their face when they told you something at a vulnerable moment. Big Nephew, you still there?
Yeah, everything.
Okay, what can you say to Blue also?
What'd you say?
What advice can you give Blue with his situation that he's going through with, financial issues and things like that? What advice can you give him to keep him strong as a man?
Man, y'all hit it on the head already. Talk, manifest, pray, find a center in yourself. Just, I don't know. I've been there. I can't really say what to do because I did so much. and I had so many different things going on, but I really had to sit down and become one with myself, manifest, and just get a peace of mind. Once I became one with myself and found me, everything else became easy. It came like it was supposed to. I got a good job. I was always around my kids. I'm their coach. I'm their dad. I'm their friend. I'm not a friend because I specify the difference. But just you got to make yourself happy first and be within yourself before you do anything else. And once break it down, everything else gonna come to light. It's just gonna come together like I be almost cussing, so my bad. But everything gonna come. You just gotta manifest it and pray about it. Speak everything to existence. What you want to do, just go hard for it.
And look here, bro. Let me tell you something. That money making part, that means a lot, man. And I mean, and then, but now one thing I want to acknowledge is that you actually see the struggle that is putting on your fiance. Kudos to you on that. That and the fact that you even admitted that you want to do something about the problem. Trust me, I'm going through it right now. Since I can't work the way I normally work, I can't move around like I normally move around. I always have hustle plays that I got going on. I do computer repair, for senior citizens and stuff like that. I only charge $50. I don't care what it is on a computer. Whatever other skill set that you actually have, use it to make money. Whatever it is, no matter how small it might be. Whether it's cutting grass, whether it's you might know how to do something that most people don't even know how to do. Figure out what that is, take it, use it, and then make money off of it. This is the way our people been doing it from day one. So I mean, just use whatever you got to do it, but not making that money means a lot. I'm trying to find a work from home job right now. They say it's easy, and there's so many work from home jobs out there. I have applied. I sometimes I'll do 50 applications a day with no results, and that can be frustrating as hell. But I mean, do whatever you have to do just to try to find your hustle. You never know. Just look at yourself and look at your own skill sets and what you have to. You're a teacher. I'm not sure what you teach or what grade level that you teach or anything like that, but just look at some of that stuff. There could be extra tutoring things that you could actually do. Um, there's a lot of these online schools, and they're always looking for people to do stuff, to teach or to whatever subject it is that you deal with. There's always that. So I mean, you have some credentials that you can really use to actually make you some side money. Um, there's a lot of summer programs. There's a lot of colleges, or I don't know if there's any colleges close to your area. I'm not sure where you are, but there's some colleges that could probably use your services or something like that. You're an educated dude. You're far from stupid. So go ahead on and just use your skill sets. Don't underestimate yourself. Look at every possible thing that you know how to do and see if there's some kind of way that you can monetize it. Just a quick suggestion for you, that's all.
Thank you. DJ Superman said there's a really bad echo and bad delay. Anybody else had an echo or a delay? Y'all know TikTok do what it want to do.
Yeah, I don't hear any echo or delay.
Okay. Addie said there's echo on her end. Salon said there's no echo on her end. DJ Superman said there's echo. Big Nephew said I didn't have a job for 8.5 years, so I know money can put a dark cloud over everything. Sometimes it can make you feel less of a man.
That's the big.
Oh, no echo on your end, Addie. Okay.
That's
Oh,
the
no echo on your end, Addie. Okay. Oh, no echo on your end, Addie. Okay.
Okay, y'all. Did you hear echo on mine when I pop in?
yes.
So it might be mine. I'll drop and come back up.
Okay. Solange, you was gonna say something?
Oh no, I was just answering DJ Superman.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. I know I'm probably turning another notch, but I know DJ Radio said something about you was looking for a work from home job. Let me give you a website because I used to work for these two companies. Now they're 1099s. So that means you will pay tax, you will file and pay your taxes. That's how I do. I just pay my taxes when it's time for tax season. I just file and I pay my taxes. So a 1099 job, they do not take out taxes. You are responsible for either putting the money aside for taxes or paying them at the first of the year. So I like 1099 jobs for the simple fact 1099 jobs they're more flexible for me because of my schedule with my son. So let me give y'all, this is for anybody who wants it. Y'all got a pen ready? Let me get the website.
No, I actually don't have a pen, bro. Can you post it in the chat when you get a chance?
I sure can. I sure can. Let me get that for you. Hold on 1 second. These jobs are fairly easy to get. And they are 1099 jobs, as I said. One is, what about health insurance? Addie, do you need health insurance or you want something in health insurance? Let me get my comments.
Miss Addie, most likely if it's a 1099, there's no health insurance.
Nah, most of the time, if you got a 1099, you're not going to get health insurance with that unless you pay for it out of pocket.
Now, these jobs, I started off with NextRep, but these jobs was to just give me some work from home experience. So I started off with 1099 jobs. I worked for insuring. That was like an insurance thing with Sprint when Sprint was around, but y'all know Verizon bought Sprint. Who else have I worked for? I think, let me see. I've done Assuron. I think Assuron was like my only tax job. I think I do a lot of gigs because it just fits my schedule better. Because if y'all know my story, if not, here it is real quick. My son was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis when he was 18 months. So we spent basically 4 years of his life in and out the hospital. It wasn't until last year, they flew us up to Philadelphia to CHOP, and they gave us some new medication, and he's doing much better now. We're thriving. He's doing great. So I wasn't able to keep a job because my son stayed in and out the hospital so much. So that's why I dealt with 1099 jobs, because I was able to like work while I was in the hospital with him, or if I had to drop the contract, I let him know what's going on, and I would drop the contract. Addie says, I'm trying to help my boyfriend in IT. So if he's good in IT, Assuron is his best bet because they will have us troubleshoot people with cell phones, tablets. So apply for Assuron. If he's good in IT, that job is a W-2 job, and they do offer insurance.
I know earlier you asked what was going on with the birthday thing. Today is my birthday. That's what was in the chat. So today I hit my big 56 mark. So we in there. We just relaxing, having a good day. That's about it.
Happy birthday, Superman.
Happy birthday. Are you going live for your birthday? You going to DJ on your birthday? We going to come in there and jam with you, DJ Superman. Addie says, can you repeat that? It's a sure run. Let me see if I... Hold on. It's AS. Matter of fact, I'm going to put it in chat. I'm sorry. Let me put it in chat. Give me a second.
Actually, I thought about going live today for a little bit, just for a little while, just to jam out a little bit for my birthday, get a little bit of the DJ's favorites. You know how I do it, so just a little. So I might do a little something for a little bit.
But we'll definitely pop in. And happy birthday. 56. What a blessing. What a blessing.
Let me give you a TikTok tip real quick. And this is the reason why we have echo. Tony, mute yourself for just a second if you don't mind. I can tell you what's going on. All right. When you're dealing with TikTok, now I'm a tech head, so y'all got to excuse me. This is what I do as far as podcast technical stuff. How understanding how all of this microphone stuff works. Tony, where you're sitting, you have a lot of reverberation and echo in the room, and your phone is picking up on that. So I don't know if that's your main space where you normally do your thing, but whenever you get a chance to, try to insulate it. Like just put up something that's gonna be kind of soft on the back wall or either like a rug on the floor. Because what happens is in TikTok, once the algorithm or the app itself, when you're live, once it picks up that echo effect, that's what happens. So no matter who actually comes on, you're gonna get that echo effect. So just make sure that you're in a room that doesn't have a lot of noise bouncing around, because the microphones in those phones are very, very sensitive, and it'll pick up on everything. So not only will it pick up your voice, if somebody else is live with you and then they start talking, whenever I start talking, and then if like say if your microphone was unmuted right now, because of my voice going through that, it's echoing and bouncing off of everything and coming back into that microphone again. So that's why they tell you, whenever you're recording something, like if you're doing voiceover work, to be in an insulated space, because you'll get that echo and that reverberation. But that's just a small tip. So just, try to just keep it set up. That's why a lot of people go for the microphones whenever they go set up, and do their lives and stuff. That's the reason why they have those microphones with the windscreens and stuff open, because it reduces that echo. But that's just a quick TikTok tip that I picked up and that I learned, whenever you get echoes and stuff like that, it's the microphones in the phone that actually pick up other sounds going on around it.
Thank you. I'm all for the tips. I'm all for the tips. Thank you. Listen, I was asking y'all yesterday, what can I do to be better? And I know Bree told me the ring light. I'm working on getting a microphone. So thank y'all so much. I won't be better if nobody don't tell you.
Before you go buy your stuff, let me know.
Got you. I will. Thank you. DJ Superman Big Nephew said, can I have an early request?
What you got, brother? What you got?
He might be typing it out.
Yeah, you probably put it in the chat.
Other work. Let me get.
I need to deal 2 occasions. Did you hear me?
I can make that happen. 2 occasions I can make that happen.
For sure.
That's day and night.
My man.
There's one more work from home job. They're also 1099s. It's Working Solutions. Let me put that in the chat. 1 second. Now, Alorica is W-2. Solutions, Working Solutions is 1099. Next Rep is 1099. And Omni Interactions is 1099. There's another. I'm gonna just make my list out. Y'all, if y'all want to have a live about how to make extra income, there are some websites that I do know of. If you guys want me to do that tomorrow. No, what's tomorrow? Wednesday, Thursday. I can do that Thursday. I can definitely give y'all some websites now. I'm not about that gatekeeping. Y'all know I tell y'all everything. So if y'all want to know about extra income, I can give y'all some websites. Make a video content for your page. Absolutely. Let me note that. Let me note that. Okay, y'all. What a wonderful live today. Hold on.
My thing is, I just hope I'm able to help somebody else that actually needed it, that might need a word to get them through some things. And planting a seed is always important. So, I mean, if you can help somebody out planting a seed and it grow in their life and they get better behind it, I did what I needed to do. Because you know what? Everybody needs a helping hand at some point. Even if you don't recognize it for yourself. My mom always told me it doesn't matter when the light goes on, it's the fact that the light goes on.
DJ Superman, you get up here and you bless us all the time. And thank you. Solange, you get up here and bless us. Big nephew, you get up here and bless us. Mr. Radio, you get up here and bless us. And I'm just appreciative of each and every one of you. You guys are, thank you for telling me how to be better. Because some people can't take that. And I ask y'all all the time, every day, what can I do to make this life better? Y'all critique me. If I'm never critiqued, I'm never going to get better. I'm just blessed that we cross paths. I always tell people, you don't know why you cross paths with certain people, but you do, and God is going to let you know why. I'm blessed that people come on my live, and y'all are witness to this. Every time I go live, there's someone new that comes into our community who needs us, who we just wrap our arms around virtually, and we talk to them, we support them. Y'all know my community, we don't judge. Everybody, including myself, got a past. I've made mistakes. I've had to apologize for my mistakes. And I appreciate all y'all on here Y'all don't understand. When I get off, I'm in awe. Every time I get off live, I'm in awe all the time. Because we get somebody new in our community. We're growing every day. I thank y'all. Yes, I acknowledge my mistakes all the time. And I pray every day, just God, just keep making me a better person than I was the day before and the last week and the last week, last month, last year.
I'm being a poet now. You can't grow unless you know.
If I had Mr. Superman, if I had something, I'm tossing it at you. I ain't got nothing here. Nah. I'm telling y'all, Mr. Radio and DJ Superman, if y'all don't reach out to each other, if y'all don't come together and put something together for the older gentlemen, y'all don't understand that we need y'all. We need y'all. That's educational. Thank you, big nephew. Thank you. Y'all don't understand. Y'all just helped a young man today. He admitted he got 2 kids. He want his family back. He don't know how to lead, but y'all still encouraged him. Young men don't have that in these towns in their lives. We're missing fathers. We're missing uncles. You know, DJ Superman is my mentor. He's older than me, lots of knowledge, and plays a big part on my growth. Y'all can tell people, you know, I've been through that. I've done that. Because some of these young men, they don't know nobody been through what they do because there's nobody they can talk to. And just like Blue said, it's okay to go to your mama and your sister, but it ain't nothing like going to a man or going to a man that of age who can say, you know what, young man, I'm listening to you and I hear you. Because it's just not where Blue at. It's where I live at. I got nephews, you know. Nobody's hearing that these young men are in pain. Nobody's hearing that these young men need someone to listen to them. Yeah, they might be out here doing stuff they ain't got no business doing, but these young men don't need judgment. They need somebody to listen to them. And that's the thing. Absolutely. It takes a village. It takes the older men saying, you know what? I used to be out there in the streets. Yeah, I used to do that too. I ain't judging you, but I'm telling you there's a better way to make your money. There's a safer way to make your money. But they ain't got nobody to talk to. People think, oh, these young men, they hard-headed, they ain't gonna listen. They'll listen if somebody listens to them. Y'all sat right here. Coochie boy, young man, 2 kids. He doesn't have that male figure. He sat right here and listen to y'all. Y'all can't tell me that these young men out here don't need anybody and they ain't gonna listen. They'll listen if somebody listens to them and somebody don't judge them on their past. Mr. Radio, Big Nephew, Solange, DJ Superman, y'all got right up here. And y'all didn't judge that young man at all. That man said, I'm not a leader. You didn't say, oh, you need to learn how to. Y'all didn't even do that with him. Y'all talked to him man to man. And that's what a lot of these young men don't have. And let's not even go with the young ladies. The young ladies, they ain't got nobody to talk to because let's be for real. Y'all, I try to be auntie because the older women, they mean. And I had a lot of young girls say older women are mean. And they are. They forget that they were young. They forget that they dated. They forget that they had their babies young too. So I'm hoping that my platform, the type of platform that I'm planning on creating, that I'm trying to create, we can meet both sides in the middle. Not just uplift one side and we down the other side. Right. Judgment doesn't produce any solutions, Mr. Radio. Listen. But we gonna keep at it. We gonna reach our younger folks, our older folks, anybody that come in here, they need advice. We listen, we talk. I know that we usually have a topic, but y'all, my thing is if somebody's saying, hey, I'm not okay, we stop and we're gonna listen. And because I know I had a whole topic today, but Blue needed somebody to listen. Coochie Boy needed somebody to listen. Big Nephew needed somebody to listen. Mr. Radio, DJ Superman, me. I need somebody to listen to me. Solange needs somebody to listen to her. Y'all are the best. You hear me? Y'all are the freaking best. That's all I can say. So, I'm going to get off the soapbox. Anybody want to say anything before we end the live? Anybody?
Yes, I do.
I'll say this. I just appreciate, you having a safe space where people can accept, older, older people's versions of things, because it might give them a different way to look at some things. It's all about perspective. What I did, I may have gone through the same mistake as a young man. You never know. But I learned from it and changed my direction on where I went from that decision. Like, you know what, I can do that better. Or there's some things that are like, you know what, I need to digress from that because it ain't good for what I'm trying to do. So I appreciate the platform to be able to help somebody and plant a seed, give somebody a listening ear and a response that's not judgmental, or somebody passing judgment on you because of what you're going through. This is not for judgment. This is for edification.
Big Nephew, you up next.
No, I was gonna go back to the original topic, but it got so deep it ain't even no need to.
I appreciate you so much, Big Nephew. Mr. Radio, any final words?
Yeah, I'm actually I'm gonna let you end the live. I'm gonna do some shameless plugs real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, Get Real Tony. Y'all make sure y'all check out the letters that she receives and some of the stuff that you might hear. I mean, people need to hear that, and then you need to really see what's going on in the community. She really addresses things. She's really growing with her podcast. Y'all make sure that y'all tune in. Now she's changed the format a little bit, so it's going to be on Tuesdays and Thursdays now. Check out our podcast. Make sure you do that because I'm gonna be working with her because I want to make sure that podcast grows. Because as a matter of fact, Tony, you owe me an interview, ma'am. So get ready to be interviewed. So don't put your hands over your face. Don't do it when you do that. DJ Superman, if you really want to hear some real good music with some good energy, a good atmosphere, make sure you check out DJ Superman. Especially when he does his mixes on, I think it's on Thursdays and Fridays. DJ Superman, if I'm not mistaken. Well, whenever he come on, I try to jump in and listen.
Throwback Thursday, Freaky Friday, Mellow Monday, and I might even throw in. I've been throwing around Tantalizing Tuesday, so we'll see. We'll see.
You heard it from the man right there. And the only thing that I do is I have a podcast with my co-host, a little bit bougie. It's called Completely Yoked. We talk about we say real talk, real life. Because of the simple fact we are in the age bracket now to where we're over the age of 40. So everything don't work the same way. You sit up there and talk about, well, where'd I put my cell phone? Got the damn cell phone in my hand. But we talk about stuff like that. The differences between men and women, as far as as you get older in the game. I'm married, she's single. Just different things that go on in life, and then we address other topics like healthcare. As far as I'm a big advocate of healthcare, as far as black women not being represented properly in the medical space. The doctors ain't doctoring no more. They're not doing what they need to do. Too many of our black sisters are being unalive due to childbirth. I got a 16-year-old daughter, so I'm a big advocate on that. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to help kind of start the podcast. And the main thing that I do, and in essence of DJ Superman, because can't nobody do it like him, but what I do is I take care of the insomniacs and the third shift workers. And what I have is what's called Can't Sleep R&B. And I do it Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, early morning. So that's from 2 a.m. to 7 p.m. I play nothing but the Key Sweats, of the all of the throwback stuff when we was back in high school. So I'm talking Key Sweat, Shy, Guy, all of that type of stuff. The Tevin Campbells, all of that type of stuff. And sometimes, I took a lick from DJ Superman this past Sunday, and I did a little bit of the old school. So I went back to the Otis Reddings, the Temptations, the Four Tops, Aretha Franklin. I started jumping back into that, the Commodores, all of that. But that's what I do. Can't Sleep R&B, Mr. Radio 100 on this page right here, and from 2 a.m. to 7 p.m. If you can't go to sleep, holla at me. If you getting up and getting ready for work, tune in. It's not a problem. I try to keep the vibe nice, give you some little backgrounds and all of that stuff. But that's what I do. So check it out. And Miss Solange, I'm gonna follow you. I don't know what you do, but I am very interested in what you do, and I would love to advertise it for you. Oh, how can I forget, Tony? I'm working on a commercial for you. So I'm gonna be looking at some of your stuff. So I do commercials for small businesses. I do voiceover work as far as audiobook narration. I got 5 million things going on, but that's what I'm trying to do. So any way I can help anybody in the TikTok community as far as doing a commercial for you or anything like that, let me know. I'll be more than happy to help you.
You still working with me on them drops radio? Because I know we talked about some drops.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'll do something for you.
Because I need some fresh, I need a refresh on my drops. So you already know.
I got you covered.
Appreciate you, brother.
Least I can do. I don't mind doing that. But yeah, like I said, there's no reason. The information is free. So why sit up there and go out there and try to fight with all of this stuff? You're already black in America. You got enough BS to deal with as it is. So, let's help each other out instead of using all of this programming that they've done to us over these 400 years and divide us. Let's just come together and get this all over with. You know, it's all programming, and you can change the programming. Your mind is a computer. Change the hard drive, clean out the hard drive, get it going again. That's all. I'm gonna get off my soapbox.
Hey, when you get a chance, radio, send me that link to your podcast. I want to check that out for sure. And the one for you too as well. Get real. I need to check that out because you never know. I might be able to plant seeds there too. You already know.
That's a can do. Right now, it's just on TikTok, but eventually, we're gonna have our podcast platform on YouTube and every other podcast platform that's out there. So that's what I'm working on this week, is to get that drop, and then as soon as I get that going, and actually come up with a permanent schedule, because I'm here, but she's running around doing stuff too. So as soon as we get a permanent schedule, I'm gonna link everybody. You'll see everything in the comments, but I'm gonna definitely send you something, Superman, and then we'll work on something. Still muted, baby. Tony, you still on mute, baby. We can't hear you.
My bad. I'm so excited. Solange has a podcast. Also, I want Solange to tell us about her podcast.
Well, It's just off and running. It's not anything major right now. I'm just talking about intimacy questions and the whole topic of intimacy. So I haven't actually done a new podcast in a couple of days. So I guess I'll work on that. But yeah, it's new. It's interesting. I'm just trying to get my voice out there. Hopefully, some engagement from people as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Are you able to put the title or the link in the comment box so that we can also go listen? Because I'm big on podcasts, so I would love to listen to you, Solange. And Bree said
I can put a link in the comments. I can put it in there, but it's not going to hyperlink and take you anywhere. Like somebody would just have to like copy it somehow, and I don't think you can do that.
Okay, is it there a link on your profile where we can just go to it?
No, it doesn't. You know TikTok.
So Solange, I want you to invest in Linktree. That way we can click on the Linktree, and then you can list like your podcast, whether you have a store and things like that. So definitely get you a Linktree so that you can link it into TikTok.
Okay, I'll have to think about that. Change my page over to a business page because that's the only way I know that you can put a website link on there, but yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say that's not true because I used to have Linktree on my page. It's not a business page. But the reason I took my Linktree down was because I had a podcast, but I kind of just trashed it because I wanted to focus more on TikTok. And then once I got my followers up, I was gonna go like a face-to-face on YouTube. So you do not have to have a business page. At least that's my.
Okay, I just have to figure out how to do it then.
I can actually. Yeah, we will have to get together. We will have a group.
Let's get together.
Listen, we're going to have to get together, y'all. Hold on. Let me write this down what Bree saying. Hold on. Opus Pro breaks up. Yep. Okay. Okay, so I know it's 1 o'clock and I know y'all got things to do. But Thursday, I really wanted to talk about side hustles because hold on, let me let Bree up real quick. Hey, Bree.
Hey, I just wanted to get the name of that app. I couldn't remember it off the top of my head, but while I was here, I said, let me go to my screenshots real quick. It's like $19 a month, but at $19 a month, that's a steal. For me to get 30 days worth of content, I'll pay the $19.
Period. That's okay. Let me put $19 a month. Listen. Thank you for that, Bree. Thursday, we gonna you know what? Thursday, we gonna call it Hustle Day. We gonna drop all the work from home links, all the side hustle links that I can tell y'all. We gonna talk about podcast mics, equipment, TikTok shop, Linktree. So Hustle Thursday at 11 a.m. I will see y'all for Hustle Thursday. Bring your pen and your paper. Okay? We don't gatekeep over here. I got my notepad. I'm gonna put this in my notebook. But thank you all for joining me today. I love you all so much. And I'll see you guys for Hustle Thursday, 11 a.m. We finna get our hustle on. Oh, 10 Central. Mr. Radio, that's what I'm talking about. We here. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.